We going there, man. This is the Daily Heat Check Smokecast, y'all. I am your host, Sir Piffery motherfucking Goodness, and it feels good to be motherfucking back. Find me at Twitter and on Instagram at Piff Beach, and you can follow anything Daily Heat Check while you at it. And to the left of me, we got my good brother King Jones. Talk to people, tell them where they can find you, sir.
What's going on, people? It's been a minute. We sorry for the delay, but we back at it. It's King Jones. You can find me at King_Jones_ on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram at Sir Royal Jones. You know what I mean? Just keep a lookout. We definitely about to drop some heat for you, man.
Oh no, the heat is coming. And now to the left of that good brother, we have my good sir, Mac Amazing. Please talk to the people. Tell them where they can find you.
Find me on Instagram at m.anaydn and on Twitter, BSF. _INF. Yeah, definitely. Holla at me.
You heard it here first, man. So, I'm about to roll me another fucking blunt. But in the process of that shit, man, I'm here with my brothers, man. And it's been a while. And we got to talk this NBA because this is the best part of the season. Hold on. Let me fix my mic. Let me fix my... Wait, hold on. So you telling me all this motherfucking time a nigga was talking to the back of the motherfucking microphone so I could have sounded this much better 10 minutes ago?
You were sounding good either or, though. That's wild. You got a good mic, bro.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Because, oh, my goodness.
You gotta look at the bright side of that one.
Yo, you know the funny thing that's crazy? This is the first mic I ever bought. This shit been with me for about damn near 15 years.
The nostalgia. Don't you love it?
You know what I mean? But let's talk this NBA, man. I want to start right where everybody else is talking. This bum-ass nigga Kyrie is down. Now, granted, I can't attack a nigga for going down for the injury, but he did produce when he was good. I'm not going to sit here and just straight shit on him. But at the same time, he wanted out of Cleveland, threatening them with the knee surgery if they don't trade him. Come to find out they trade him, he still needs the knee surgery. Well, granted, you was going to get it regardless if it makes any sense. If you were threatening them with a knee surgery, you knew then that you needed it. So by going to Boston didn't stop the knee surgery from happening. It just like prolonged the procedure. So now you in Boston, them niggas was balling, you was putting up numbers. You ain't been seen on the court since like the All-Star break since I could recall. But now you out for the rest of the season. You know, that's the shit. I knew that was coming. I've never seen a knee surgery and then they can come back the same season. You know, so unless there's some new medicine that comes out, but talk to me, y'all. What are we saying about this brother Kyrie, man? Is the hype real? Do they still go all in on the Kyrie train, or do we start looking at other options? Because right now you got Gordon Hayward with a fucked up ankle, and you got Kyrie with a fucking Derrick Rose plan, and you know I don't know what we gotta do right now.
All right, okay, time out. Number one, you need to relax on the slander you're hitting my boy K.I.
I'm just keeping it G, man. I'm just keeping it a buck.
I hear you, but he's gonna be all right. He gonna miss the playoffs. That's all well and good. Well, it's not good at all because at the end of the day, with him on the team right now and 100%, even at 75%, he shows a threat. Look at their record. He kept that team together even with Hayward injured. In the beginning of the season, they've been number one in the East for the whole season. So the bad side of it, you're not going to do good in the playoffs. The good side, I know it's looking real good right now.
Yeah, Toronto, they holding on, but we always know that Toronto is not like a playoff team. Toronto they always choke. They like the James Harden of the East. They choke. They don't show up. So, we can't really count on Toronto being that face of the East because LeBron and them fucked up. You know what I mean? LeBron ain't gonna be able to do it all. He gonna be tired and exhausted and all that shit. So,
of course,
I mean, Toronto is nothing to really be a threat about, even though they do have the #1 seed right now. I still fear Boston, honestly, even without Kyrie playing for the rest of the season, for them to go to the finals. I'll be honest with you.
I don't know, man. Boston, they gonna fall apart, man, because they gonna get beat. I think in the second round, but when you look at it from the optics that I'm looking at it from, it's that that Miami Cleveland first round matchup looking kind of juicy.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is Miami 6?
Yeah, they the 6th seed,
They're
3 and 6.
They are the 6th seed, dude. They are the 6th seed.
They the 6th seed. Oh, let me check this.
Yeah, I stay in the fucking charts. And gentlemen, my bad. I plugged my camera in to join y'all because I see everyone macking and shit. My motherfucking PC restarted.
It's
what
you
the
doing
fuck?
too much.
Yeah, it's like, nah, nigga, you ain't gonna be having no group smoke sessions in this motherfucker. I'm like,
okay,
oh,
yeah,
man.
Miami is the 6, Cleveland is the 3. That's gonna be a great matchup. You right, and I see Miami actually taking that.
I could go 5 or 6, man.
I see Miami taking that shit though.
Man.
Like I don't even see Cleveland taking that shit. Like
Nah,
the 4-5 matchup seems like the
clear.
best matchup to me in the playoff right now. Like the 4-5 matchup, which is Philly and Indiana. That seems like the greatest series that we're gonna have. I think that series is gonna go 7. I think that series is gonna be the only series to go 7.
Yeah,
I don't think it's gonna go 7. It's gonna go 5.
Nah,
5 or 6.
Nah, I think Indiana is going like.
They're both subpar teams.
They are, but with Joel Embiid playing how he playing, Ben Simmons playing how he playing, and now Markelle Fultz is playing. You know, he ain't got to give you 100. He ain't got to give you 20 and 10 or 20 and 15 or whatever. He ain't got to give you shit like that. But I mean, he takes the garbage minutes from other people, but he is a dominant. He'll be a force though. He'll be a good force. Don't say he ain't shit because you got him on your fantasy team and he ain't played the whole season. Okay.
Hey, yo, and Mac, what happened, man? Mac's bum ass lost in the last round too. Don't think I forgot, man. My bad, y'all. I be in and out and shit, man. But hold up, I be seeing everything.
Hey, Piff,
everything.
Piff, don't open your mouth, Piff. Come on now, don't do that to yourself now.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I just saw some things that didn't look consistent to what you was saying. That's all.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man. I lost in the semifinals. It happens. You know, I made it to the playoffs.
Now, I mean, did I make the playoffs? I didn't even check.
I had a bye week. Whole time I went into the playoffs 17-3. What you going into the playoffs as Piff?
Man, did I make it to the playoffs?
I'm taking the losers bracket, man. I had to take the losers bracket on that one, man. But we gonna bounce back to that shit right now, man. But right now, with y'all, how the West looking for y'all, man? The way we got the Rockets sold up at #1, bro. This shit got me more.
Yo, no, the West look good, dude.
I'm losing the Tech. Oh my god, this can't be life.
Hey, yo, son, the West. Hey, yo, dude, you go all the way down to the 10th seed. The 10th seed is over 500, bro.
It's a toss-up. Yeah, it's a toss-up,
man.
It's a toss-up. I ain't even gonna hold you.
What about the Jazz
toss-up,
at the 4 seed, though? The Jazz at the 4 seed. They got the Spurs at the 5.
Yeah. Thunder at 6 seed. Timberwolves at 7.
That Portland Thunder, that Portland shit, it looked good to me. That Portland Thunder game series right there, that looked real good.
Some real shit. Yo, real talk. If Portland played Thunder, Portland gonna beat them.
Yeah, that's a given.
I believe that too.
That's a given.
I believe that too. It's not a given. Don't hold up. Don't say nothing, Mr. Knickerbocker. All right.
I'm just going by the stats, man.
It's not a given. Okay, it's not a given.
I'll go with Piff. That's a given, bro.
It's not a given. Y'all undermining them because they haven't lived up to their capability of that shit.
I'm not even shitting on them. I'm keeping it a buck, though. I'm not even shitting on them. They don't have enough firepower. Melo's not a playoff. Melo doesn't know what the playoffs feel like, making deep runs, leading a team, or even being a co-star on a team. And then when you're looking at it from the standpoint, the West is too deep, man. They're going against a very experienced team. Dame is used to going to the second round, going up against Golden State. Dame is used to going 6-7 rounds. I mean 6-7 games in the second round. So not saying that has to do anything with what's going to happen in this round, but he's of a different cloth, man. I've been watching him shoot it out for like the last 3 years in the playoffs.
He has been. He damn sure has been shooting it out the last 3 years with no problem too. And I'm not want to say that, but it's still not a given just because they got Dame, CJ McCollum. Like they still have some new pieces there too, and they still have some pieces who don't have it there. Like Russell is used to get to the conference finals. You want to say him and be all honest. Steven Adams is usually getting to the second round conference finals because he's been there. You got Nick Collison who's
been to the conference finals once.
Okay, and he's been to the semifinals more than once.
Dude, he's been to the.
You got Steven Adams who's been there more than once.
He's been to the semifinals twice.
Dude. Westbrook has playoff experience, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But
this nigga making
Paul George got playoff experience.
Hold up, but at the same time, this is the same team that we're talking about that still don't know who need to be taking lead. That's why it's a given.
And I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Technically, Russell Westbrook never been to neither, because you feel me? Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook been there. Russell Westbrook never been to the fucking playoffs. Matter of fact, he been to the playoffs. He never been to the second round of the playoffs.
So, he shined in the playoffs, though. I ain't even gonna hold it. Even though he lost that first round series, he shined in the playoffs, though.
He had to.
He shined.
It was a given for him to shine, though.
Yeah, it's not a given that they lose this series. Like I see Portland winning this series, but I see this being a tooth and nail fight. Like they're not just gonna roll over and die.
I see them winning in 5.
The way y'all talking, like they just gonna roll over and die. The Thunder's gonna win one game. That's it. That's all. Like, nah, they not gonna roll over and fucking die.
I see Portland winning in 5, bro.
Russell's not even gonna let that happen. You know it. I know it. It's not going to happen where they win.
Nigga, you drunk and high right now, bro. Okay. Russell ain't that
like
nice,
it's not.
Bro.
Nah, you
Russell ain't that nice. What?
Now.
You crazy as fucking hell. Nice. Now you too much.
You gotta understand what I'm saying,
much, nigga.
You gotta understand what I'm saying, though. Russell is one of the best players of this generation. Let's not get it fucked up. When I say he's not nice, when you were talking playoff basketball, this is a different type of basketball. Let's just call it what it is. You could play 82 regular season games, be the MVP and all that shit, go to the playoffs and shit the bed. We've seen James Harden do it plenty of times. We've seen plenty of teams do it. You get what I'm saying? But the point is that, when you go to the playoff basketball, that's a whole different shit, yo. You got to be really nice. It's all about strategy.
So you can't
go into the playoffs playing your game and expecting to win. Because think about it. The other team spent the whole fucking offseason just watching. Remember, they playing you for the next 2 weeks. They're going to be like, all right, he likes going to the rack. He likes going to the rack. He likes slashing. He likes using his left hand. He don't like passing. When they're in the crunch time, he likes that. Bro, they're going to study your shit to the point that you're going to be useless. I'm pretty sure you've seen playoff games where star players go 0 for nothing or just get shut down or put the clamps on them.
Of course.
It's crazy.
Of course I've seen that. So you telling me that in a 7-game series, with both teams having the film to study on each team, the Thunder is going to really just a pushover victory for the Portland Trailblazers? Like in a 7-game series, it's a pushover victory?
The
Portland is just winning that regardless?
More experience, more weapons, man. I'm just going with that every time.
More weapons.
More weapons. They got CJ.
They have consistent. They have consistent weapons, bro. Their weapons is consistent. When they
weapons?
Are you serious? They play as a team, bro.
What weapons? What weapons do they have?
Our
bench is actually the top. I think the top 10 in bench scoring. I think our bench has been holding us up when we get good leads. Our bench is actually producing this year. Last year we didn't have a bench at all in order to produce at all. So it was like, all right, the starters had to do most of their shit.
The only reason why y'all benches is producing is because you have Paul George and a Melo. But either way,
but that's what we talked about last year, if I'm not mistaken, right? Didn't we say that last year? Russell needed more help off the bench in order to sit here and strive and be a great team player. Right or wrong?
You're right.
Wait, Mac. No, you don't even got to feed into that shit. We doing all this debating and them niggas going to lose. It's like,
And your bum ass
wait,
Knicks
hold
ain't
on,
even
hold on,
going.
hold on, hold on. We doing this shit just to make him feel good about his team, man.
Listen.
Them
I
niggas
got
is
$20
going to
that they don't lose.
lose.
I
They're
got
going to
$20 that
lose
they don't lose.
fucking 5-1.
I got
You get
$20
what I'm
that they
saying?
don't lose. What's up?
They're gonna
What's
get
up?
beat twice.
Daily
You
Heat
get
check.
what I'm saying?
I got $20 that Thunder make it to the second round. What's up?
The second round.
Second round.
Nah, they gonna lose.
It's all who they play too.
Take bet then. Take bet then. That's all I need to hear. Take bet.
It doesn't
Take
matter
the
who they
bet.
play.
It don't matter who they play. They making second round.
They gonna lose.
They're gonna lose, bro.
I don't even
Take bet then. That's all I need. All I need is for y'all to say y'all take bet. We'll be good on it. It's solid because it's on vid. It's recorded.
My nigga,
I bet $20.
You don't gotta throw your money away, my
They
nigga.
doing that. No, I ain't throwing money away. I got trust in that team.
You got trust in that team to the point that you're gonna throw your money
They're
away?
gonna sit here and make the second round of the playoffs.
My nigga, how about this?
Take money.
Just take that 20 and flush it down the toilet and just tell you and be like that's what your team made you do. Because that's what you gonna feel like
if you so sure they gonna lose, take bet. That's all it is. Just take bet. It's 3 games left in the regular season. 3 fucking games left. So their slot is already solidified. Like they are gonna be the 6th seed regardless. They're going to be the 6th seed, so they're going to play Portland. Take bet that they're going to lose to Portland and not make the second round. That's all I need to hear. Take bet.
I don't have to take bet. They're going to lose to Portland, though.
Then take bet
That's
then.
a guarantee.
Then take bet then. That's all it is. Then take bet then. You so sure that they're going to lose, take bet. That's all it is. Just take bet. They're going to lose to Portland.
They're going to lose. I bet
take
this
bet.
blunt going to get lit. And they gonna lose at the same time, so it's a win-win for both of us. You feel me, my nigga? So.
This nigga don't want to take the bet though. Like, you don't want to sit here and get that money out.
Nah, man.
You can cash that money out. Listen,
lose,
you cash at me that shit. You know that money gonna be in my pocket. I'm gonna sit there and be in the playoff edition of the Heat Check, the Smokecast podcast. I'm in a playoff edition. Like, yeah, give me my goddamn money, cause that's all you gonna hear from me. Cause they gonna make second round.
They definitely not. And I'm still gonna shit on you when they don't, because I'm gonna pull this clip like, listen to this dumbass nigga.
I want you to pull a clip.
Talking
you ain't gonna hear shit.
Dumbass shit. Yeah, boy. Yeah.
Check this out. The Rockets is trashing Trailblazers 91-75 right now.
I believe
Rockets been trashing niggas for the last couple games. Like, be quite honest. Like, their pace is just too fucking fast. Niggas can't hold down.
All right, so bet. So now I'm gonna ask the question: do we have a change of heart about the Rockets right now? Do you see them going to the NBA Finals?
The Rockets going to the finals. They're gonna beat the shit out of the Warriors.
Yeah,
that was already a definite once Stephen Curry is not playing in the first round. KD is not taking them all the way by himself. He's not. Regardless, he's not taking them all the way by himself.
I'm gonna put it like this, my nigga. The only way the Warriors I'm going to lose out is if that they're all injured like they are now. That's it. That's the only way they're going to win out. I mean, the Rockets going to win out. Healthy Warriors is going to beat them 10 times out of 10.
Nah, I don't see that happening at all. I don't see that happening at all. The Warriors is not going to be able to hold them like that. Like, the Warriors may have more shooters, but the Rockets have a very unique dynamic game now with Chris Paul being there. It's more all it's still the same shooting Rockets. Yeah, they're gonna shoot 33s just like the Warriors gonna shoot 33s, but it's more of a
they got a missing piece, bro. That's what
they got that missing link. And Kevin Durant talk about, I mean, since he wanted to change his whole attitude, talk about this is who he is and this is who he's been. He just couldn't do it at OKC. He's being a bitch, like point blank period. He can't lead the team. He can't. He can't lead the team. He's showing that he can't lead the team. They just lost to the fucking Pacers. Like, come on. The Pacers ain't ass, but you supposed to be able to lead that team. It's you, Clay, and Draymond still there. Y'all need Stephen Curry, apparently. It's definite that y'all need them. Now, with the Rockets, you could lose out on a Chris Paul, and they still win by 20, 25 points. It's been proven this year. They 14-2 without Chris Paul in the lineup. They 14-2 without Chris Paul in the lineup.
Yeah, but to say it like they're a better team without Chris Paul compared to the Warriors is fucking blasphemy. Like, I get the point you're trying to say. They're good without him, but they're not as good as the Warriors without him. They're not even that good without him to see the Warriors, I believe. Like, you know, James Harden is a fucking beast. Let's not get shit fucked up. But it's just that when we're looking at the fucking obvious right now, man, like, I believe in the Rockets. But at the same time, like I said, a healthy Warriors is going to win 10 out of 10.
I don't think they're going to win that.
Yeah, no, he's right. A healthy Warriors would they'll be
a healthy Warriors is going 7, and I don't see the Warriors winning the last. I just don't. Like, this year, the Rockets are playing great, so I don't see them. I don't see nobody taking them off
man. The Warriors
that
been
pedestal.
beating the shit out your team for years, man. My nigga, just get the
first and foremost, you want to sit here and keep it 100. We beat them niggas 2 times out of the 4 times we played them, and we blew them niggas out. They beat us by points, by like 5 or 7 points. You want to sit here and keep it 100, and that's with all 3 of them there. All 4 of them there. My bad. All 4 of them are they all-stars. We blew
regular
them niggas
season
the fuck
games
out by 20 and 10. Like, come on, bro.
Regular season
don't
games.
Do that.
Them shits don't count.
Don't do that. No, it don't count. But when it comes to playoffs, I don't know about it in the playoffs because we haven't seen the Warriors in the playoffs. Point blank. Like, we'll never see the Warriors in the playoffs unless we sit here and get shit together.
You get what I'm saying? You're not good enough. That's why.
Right now, it's not a cold order to see the Warriors because they wouldn't even make it past the second round. Like I said, I give them the second round. I give the Thunder the second round. That's as far as they're going. They're not going no further than that because they just not a cohesive contributor like he's supposed to be. Paul, where he's on and off.
I think you got a lot of hatred in your heart towards these niggas, man. That's what I'm feeling.
Nah, I have no hatred towards them. I'm just keeping it 100. Like, if you look, we keep it 100 on the show, and I'm keeping it all 100. Melo is not a consistent key contributor. Paul George has his games where he's on and off, where he shoots like shit, and then he shoots like a fucking an amazing god. And then you got Westbrook, who still take dumbass shots, still call stupid turnovers. Like, it's a lot of shit that play into that. So that's why I only give him second round.
How do we get back to the fucking the fucking Thunder? We was talking Rockets and Warriors.
Hey
yo, get this nigga Jones away from the mic. Get this nigga away from the mic.
I got an update, son.
Talk to me, baby.
I got an update on Kyrie's situation.
Ooh.
Check this out. They said in wake of Kyrie Irving's second knee injury, the Celtics are signing guard Jonathan Gibson.
Oh shit!
Jonathan Gibson. Who the fuck is that?
Yeah,
not
he's from the from Dallas Mavericks. Yeah, Jonathan Gibson.
What?
They're signing him. Yeah, bro. I'm reading it right now.
Wow. They're signing another guard.
Yeah.
To play in the playoffs. To try to take up Kyrie's
They're signing him for the rest
spot.
of the season.
Wow. Yeah. They're going belly up.
Yeah.
They're going belly up. That's what you might go say. They just gave up. They just gave up. It's okay.
They gave up. Kind of suspect, bro. I wouldn't really. That's what you.
They gave up. They gave up for real because they could have made a trade or something or offered somebody.
But look at the odds of this though. Check this out though. So Kyrie goes down and Ty Lue comes back. Like, we already knew the Cavs were always in it to win it, but what do we think now with Ty Lue coming back, man? Was this little temporary leave just what he needed with his health, or he was waiting for this surgery to take off?
Hold up. Come on. Do you think he a good coach?
He's a good coach.
Lue's a good coach.
He's a good coach. He's not a great coach. He's a good coach. Like, he's a good coach. I give him that. He's a good coach.
He understands the fundamentals, man. I believe in what
he's
proven what he's done.
Cash,
you get what
plus,
I'm saying?
Like, he understands the game more than, more from a player standpoint than anything else. So he's a good coach. In the sense of being a good coach, like he knows what to do. He knows how to take charge. I think he still hasn't taken charge of LeBron and like, nah, fuck that. But he's a good coach.
But that's the proven scheme right there. Because at the end of the day, if he ain't showing that that's his team, what's the point of you even coaching, man?
Well, you'll only have one Greg Popovich ever in life. You'll only have one Phil. You'll only have one Phil Jackson. You'll only have because you know what, these coaches coming out of colleges, these coaches that they just that's been in the league, they don't command that authority like that. Like they're more all right, let me hear what you gotta say standpoint instead of a Greg Popovich or a Phil Jackson that's like, nah, you're gonna do it like this. This how we gonna win, call it a day.
Yo,
Like you
got some hate. Yo, shout out to Jones coming back to the show with some fucking hate, man.
it's
Hold
not
up, man.
hate, it's
A lot of
100% truth.
It's
Like what's
been,
the
you been
hate?
hating
Like
on
I said, he is a
anything,
good
boy.
coach. I give him nothing more than that. I'm not taking nothing away from him. But
All right,
like I
so
said,
wait.
if you look at these
bad
coaches,
juju with you,
So
big
peep
fella.
they
game.
don't sit here and
David
command that
Blatt,
respect.
David Blatt or
David
Ty
Blatt.
Lue?
I would take David Blatt.
Mm.
I'll take David Blatt.
Oh man, this boy on roll today, man.
No, I don't hate Ty Lue. Like Ty Lue, I would put him on another team. But for the Cavs in itself, I would put David Blatt there. Like
So you
I
be
think he's a
watching
better
them turkey
fit,
games, or you
there.
just shitting on Ty Lue just to shit on Ty Lue?
No, I'm going off what David Blatt did while he was with the Cavs. Like they had no reason to get rid of him.
And wait, and you feel that David Blatt showed you a better performance than Ty Lue in his brief tenure?
No, he could have did more, and they got rid of him prematurely. Is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They could have utilized him more and actually given him a chance to see what he could do. Like they got rid of him prematurely, and it was for nothing. Like so, I mean, you got to you want to give Ty Lue a chance and give him a 2-3 year deal and see what Ty Lue can do, and make sure Ty Lue is good. Why not David Blatt? Like they got rid of him prematurely and all this whole thing. Like they just got rid of him prematurely. That's my only aspect of it. Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it 100. I was one of the believers that David Blatt was definitely still a fucking great coach, but at the same time, I don't believe the shit that you're talking right now because you're talking some whole other shit.
Yeah, I guess.
But shout out to Jones bringing the fucking hatred to the fucking market, man. But
it's not hatred, yo. I don't know why y'all call it hatred, but it's not hatred. I don't wish anything bad on nobody. I'm just saying, like in certain aspects and certain like David Blatt wanted to take control of the team. I think they got rid of him because he wanted to tell LeBron no. I think the Cavs just want to sit here and make LeBron happy so much that they'll give LeBron whoever they ask for.
Because they want him to stay there.
If they had enough money to pay Phil Jackson will probably be the goddamn coach of the goddamn the Cavs. But because Phil is so, you're going to do it my way type Jackson. They want coaches that's going to be, okay, LeBron. We done talked about this. This is not hate. This is the truth. This is what we all done discussed on this podcast, that LeBron is a fucking prima donna. He don't get his way, shit goes south. Point blank.
Agreed, but I don't think they're bringing coaches in to be like, okay, LeBron. I think they're bringing coaches in to work with LeBron. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't want them to be like, just think about it. You don't want a coach there upsetting him, but at the same time, you don't want a coach in there just be like, yes, LeBron. You feel me? You want them in there running their system or at least having some type of influence because there's going to be players outside of LeBron looking up to you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure. I get that.
Agreed.
But
I get that. Like I said, I don't hate nobody. I'm just saying, like, it's certain coaches that you could look at that we all look at and be like, yo, there will never be another. That's in any sport. Like you look at any sport, like not even just sitting here talking about basketball, but in any sport you always have that one person, player, coach, and you'll be like, yo, there will never be another. Like,
John
you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's
Bill Belichick.
Yeah, like
Gino
shit like that.
Auriemma.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it is. Like you look at certain coaches and you're like, yo, like nobody's gonna be able to control that team or have control over the team.
Bill Parcells.
And make them understand shit like this coach. Like that's why I put Popovich in it. Like Popovich, Phil Jackson, like when he was coaching, like you're not gonna find those coaches that the star player understands what he's trying to do, actually utilize it, and then he builds off of it and makes it better or makes it work as it's supposed to. Like it's not a lot of coaches like that in the NBA right now. It's not. Yeah, they follow systems, of course. Everybody follows systems, and that's easy to follow a fucking system. But that coach that commands that understanding from the star player himself, like, all right, I got you. Duncan was with fucking Popovich. Like, he really didn't have to say much to Pop. Like, Pop don't say much to nobody any fucking way, but he really didn't have to say much to Pop. It's like, all right, I know what to do. All right, I'm gonna do it. All right, and it gets done, and then they win championships.
Speaking of that shit, what's up with Kawhi, man? They talking he might be out. We only seen that boy play 9 games, and it wasn't like it was his best 9 either.
Yo, I think he's done.
Yo, he's not done. They fucked him over. Like, he wasn't comfortable with. Like, he want to take care of his body, and that's how you gonna settle that. Like, cause Kawhi, he want to take care of his body.
Dude,
He's not trying to do what everybody else doing, bro. So he wanted to make sure, double check, triple check, and the doctors talk about he all right. Now, what if he would have went back early and they said he was all right, he played, and then he fucked himself up more?
Right.
Look at Kyrie. Look at Derrick Rose.
Hold on, time out. Let me ask you a question. All right. Anybody that you know that was basically got treated for injuries at Spurs, they came back in good condition, correct?
True indeed.
And they came back healthy, strong when
they came back strong. I'll be honest with you.
So what's the problem with Mr. Leonard?
Well, it depends on how severe the injury he think it is, though.
This whole season, dude, matter of fact, I picked him on my fantasy basketball, son, and I thought he was going to flourish. This nigga was injured the whole season in my second league, bro. The whole season. He come back for one game and play on the first half, and something erupted. He's hurt. He's feeling a little weak.
Exactly. You know your body, though.
I get it. My thing is, what weren't you doing on your off time, bro? Nah. Yes, it is.
So you blaming him?
Yo, I'm blaming how these NBA players take care of their body. A lot of them do not take care of their body how they're supposed to. You are an athlete, my nigga. You just don't come to training, or you do a little bit of training when you feel like it. You have to keep your body toned.
Or you end up like that nigga Derrick Rose. Tell him, Mac.
Exactly. or you end up like old boy from what's the nigga name? The nigga from Portland. He was dope as hell.
Oh, Greg Odom.
No, not Greg. The other one.
Oh shit.
He was a small forward, man. What was his name? Yo?
Brandon Roy.
Yeah, he has 60-year-old knees. These niggas don't take care of themselves, bro. Yo. I go back to tall ass Tim Duncan. Yo, you never seen this nigga injured, bro. Think about it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, this nigga played majority of his whole season without an injury.
20 years?
His whole career.
Yeah.
The most he had was a bad toe.
Same thing LeBron.
Exactly. So my thing is, what you doing wrong? Gotta take care of yourself, man. These niggas ain't taking care of themselves. Plain and simple.
They out there drinking liquor, taking Henny shots off of strippers' asses and shit.
Real shit.
Having fucking foursomes on a regular basis and shit like that. Shit's healthy, man.
NBA players want to be rappers. They want to do all this extra shit. They want to sell drugs.
They want to be rappers, part-time porn stars.
Murder niggas.
You feel me? They want to do all types of shit.
These niggas throwing gang signs on the suit, whooping and shit. So the shit is wild, son. These niggas taking care of themselves, bro. Hands down. And so I blame the player. Nigga, your talent and your body was making you millions. Keep that shit apart. Fuck you mean, man.
No, that's a fact. Now let's talk about this little March Madness shit. The players that soon to be pros. Well, we're not going to talk about the ones who declared. We're going to talk about that on a later pod. But let's focus in right now on the March Madness. If anyone watched it, or my whole thing is I didn't stay tuned to the whole thing. I'm gonna keep it G. I stayed tuned to what was important and what was exciting, and the upsets was definitely what was. Loyola, I forgot where they.
Loyola, Chicago.
In Chicago, good, because I was gonna say Illinois or Iowa. You get what I'm saying? But shout outs to them for putting down the fucking work. They couldn't go all the way, but they went far enough to make sure that I know who they are. And I think that's what's very important about these tournaments from these small small schools, or even these small, like these small teams, or the true Cinderella stories. Mm-hmm. Like I find that to be like the most important thing. Now, the championship game, I found that to be exactly what it was. I don't know. Y'all, anyone tuned in?
I ain't really tuned into that much, man.
I watched it, but after the first half, I said Villanova was going to win regardless. So no.
Yeah.
I really thought Duke was going to take it.
Duke was out a while ago. But
Nah, they was out in the they made it to the Elite Eight.
yeah, but I was saying as far as like this one, but nah, you're right. They did go far, and with that being said, I feel like Duke is one of the few teams who always. I don't want to say always, but they're always they flirt with the Elite Eight and the
Yo, son, they consistently make it to the Elite
Four.
Eight and the 4 and the 16. They mostly make it to the 8.
Yeah, like they go deep. They normally have a deep run. And that's one thing I want to be noted because, North Carolina, you can't really say that much for them. So I don't know what's going on. All that Jordan Brandon ain't really important.
But just letting y'all know, look out for Duke next year, son. They got that young boy coming to their team. I think his name is like Zion or some shit like that. This nigga is
man, that ain't no.
Oh, Zion Williamson, yes,
he's
the phenom, the future phenom, because they call that nigga the future LeBron. Dog.
He eats babies for breakfast.
That nigga put on for the Power Jam. Speaking of that, y'all want to talk about future players and players to come. That nigga put on for Power Jam. Like he didn't show off some of his amazing dunks that went viral. But he definitely has the bounce. He has the athleticism. He has the power. Yo, he's gonna be a real fucking problem going to Duke. Like I see Duke next year probably winning the whole thing, bro. Just like because they got three of the top 5 players in the country going to their school next year.
Yep.
3 of the top 5.
Duke is packed. Their team is packed, yo.
Like they got everything coming to them. Like
next year, bro.
They going for the ship. Like everybody that's like anybody really sitting here taking over. Yo, he's gonna be a fucking problem. Like, and I don't see him being a one and done. I don't see him being a 2 and done. I think he's gonna actually finish out school. But whenever he gets into the NBA, bro, nigga, he gonna master most of that shit that you supposed to master coming out of college. Like I see him being the only college NBA recruit that's gonna actually have a good jump shot, like a formidable jump shot to where he's not shooting 40%.
I'm sorry, man. They all shoot below 40%.
I don't think so. Not with him, yo. I think he's going to be like one of those major aspects.
You want to hear a funny fact?
He's like,
even LeBron shot 40%. 40%.
Yeah, he did.
So
that's understandable. Like, but I don't think that he's I think that he's gonna I think he's gonna stop that shit, yo.
The thing that's crazy is that I always imagine this, and I'm not even trying to sound like some type of weirdo shit. Is that I know what it's like to play ball against my peers. You get what I'm saying? Like I know what it's like to play ball against really good peers. Like I'm just, you get what I'm saying? I'm just trying to really put it in perspective. I don't know what it's like to play ball with a McDonald's All-American. You get what I'm saying? Wait. And I'm just putting that in perspective to from regular person to playing with elite regular person to an All-American type. So then when you take their level of game and you compare it to playing with, say, grown men, I know he's recently retired, but I like to use him as a reference, Mac. Say like the younger guys come in like a Karl Anthony Towns. I think he was in the league when Tim Duncan was around. Now imagine being 18 playing against a 39-year-old 5-time champion, in the same position. Like, that's totally, you're going from, okay, I played against the McDonald's All-Americans, I've played against the best in college, now I got to play against 5-time champions. Now, that's your whole game got to be adapted, because the best way to say, it's funny, because I forgot who said this, but it's a true statement. You could be the best bum out of bums. That still doesn't make you good, because until you get into the group of actually great players, then you see how good you really are, or best to say, how bad you really are. And I think that's what really opens the lanes up. Because when you see yourself play,
that's definitely what it is.
You're right. There's a lot of players that I thought I was going to.
yo, what's going on? There's a lot of wind and air going on back there. Thank you.
That's better.
It could be a little bit better, but
Yo, there's a lot of dudes that I thought I was gonna do their thing, and they end up being the bum of bums.
Yeah, but you know the thing that's crazy. That's why a lot of these guys bust when they go pro, because they are the best. That's the best way to bring up the metaphor. They're the best bum in a group of, or the best player amongst their peer group. Then once you go into the pros, you're like, okay, you're the best amongst them, but you can't even swim with us. You can't even keep up. Shit.
Some motherfuckers don't know how to progress, bro.
And that's like I find one of the best examples is Jimmy Fredette. I followed him in BYU. I don't want to say I followed him, but I remember he was shooting it up. I was like, wait, think about it. He was the first one. I don't want to say the first one, but he was the first one on SportsCenter. They was talking about this extra extended range before Steph Curry, and this was years ago in college. Then he gets to the pros. Sacramento didn't work out. All right, blame it on the franchise. You go to another bad franchise, blame it on the franchise. You get a time to shine. You know things didn't work out. You go to the Knicks, they give you a shot. Things didn't work out. The D League, you're balling. Then check this out. In the D League, you're balling, but when it comes to the pros, you just can't. You can't
cut the mustard.
But when you're in the D League, you could ball. But when you look at the D League, it's a bunch of dudes. Well, at least for the most part, it's a bunch of dudes who can't make the pros.
No, that is what it is. What you mean for the most part?
I've gotten a chance this weekend to actually like showcase my skills, because before we started the tournament, we had a showcase down in Florida, and it was like just a shoot high score basically. Niggas wasn't really worried about winning or losing. It was like the highest score against what's his name? Fucking Pete. No, not Pete. It wasn't Jason Belmonte. It was like one of the second best bowlers in the world. And you had to shoot close to the score. He shot at 289. When I say like most of the guys that was there, like 30, 35, 40, they've been bowling for years, and they shot nowhere near that score. They shot 170. They shot 210. They shot, one guy shot a 150. And like he's been bowling for years, bro. Like it's intimidating. I didn't even come close. And I'm one of the best bowlers that I consider myself. I shot a fucking 205. Like I was so disappointed in myself, because I'm like, all right, I can shoot that. I shoot that on a regular. Like I got 13 fucking perfect games and shit. Like I'm good. I'm Gucci. Like nah, it's not that simple, yo. And I'm like, yo, you know what? I might be a bum.
Nah, it's not that you a bum. You let that shit get to your mental, bro. Because if you're doing
like that, that's what I thought. I'm like, yo, I might be a fucking. But nah, my mental was psyched. I'm like 289. He ain't shooting no perfect game. Like I ain't gotta really, like I gotta concentrate, but I ain't gotta like put the 100. All right, let me do that. You feel what I'm saying? Let me shoot that 300 in my mental. Let me get my mental right for that 300. Like that's my mindset when I want a 300. But I ain't have to. It's like, all right, I gotta shoot, and I gotta shoot proper. Like I'm shooting, I'm hitting my mark. Once I got to the 6th frame of that shit, yo. That shit just started going left, right. My adjustments wasn't on point. My footwork started fucking up. Like, and I shot that 205. I said, yo, like, I might be the bum of bums.
Wait.
Where I'm bowling at, because I smoked them niggas out of the water.
But wait, I like your analogy better. Because, wait, you don't even have to be the bum of bums. You could actually even be good and then just have to adapt, because think about it, because that's how some of these youngins, or at least college kids, look at the pros. I could do that. You feel me? I'm balling here now. And then it's like, oh, snap, they underestimated the challenge ahead. Then when they got there, it's like, oh, snap, wait, this shit's not like what I thought. You feel me? Because think about it. In college, they only do like 30 games, right? Is it like 30 or 40? Like, their season is like...
Yeah, it's a small season.
Like, from the rip, the first thing the majority of thing I hear is like, yo, the longer season, the travel, the longer season. Some of them got to get adjusted to that, because think about it. Just wait, hold up, think about it like this. most Americans don't even travel that frequent. You feel me? Just for leisure. Then let alone most Americans don't have jobs where they have to travel for. Then when you look at it for this is your job and you have to travel every day because your opponent may not. There's a 90% chance your opponent's not even in the same city, let alone coast as you. You feel me? So when you look at it like that, it's like, damn, I got to travel. I got to get, because it came from buses. Now they're on planes. Every other day on the plane. So wait, for 6 months out of the year, what is it, 6 or 8 months out of the year, you're taking planes. Think about that. That's crazy. So even when LeBron won the championship in what you call again, Golden State, they still had to fly back to Cleveland.
Yep.
You feel me? So it's like we've had to fly here, then we still got to fly back. And it's like, great. This is just an analogy just to put out there. It's like, yo, that travel is just something to get used to. You feel me? Because then think about it like that. Think about the type of fatigue LeBron had to go through, though. You're down, 3 games to 1. You have to fly to freaking Golden State to win. Then you have to fly back to Cleveland to win. Then you have to fly back to Golden State to win, to get the chip, then fly back to Cleveland to sell. Bruh. What's that, like 3 or 4 round trips?
Word.
Think about that. And wait, in what, 4 days? In about 4 or 5 days? Who flies 3 or 4 times across the country in 4 or 5 days?
Basketball players.
You feel me? And if you've never done that for up until 18 years of your life, or you get what I'm saying? Because that's how young these guys are now, right? 18, I think it's 18 or 17. I hope it's 18, but say 18 years. Bro, you got a lot to get adapted to. That first year is rough, man. Like, there's very few who break out to be phenoms. Very few. You feel me? Like, where's LeVar Ball right now? Because I don't see the Lakers in the playoffs. I'm just saying.
Like I said in the beginning of the season, next year he's going to show up. You got to get used to it because he didn't do that bad this year, bro. For the hype, it was terrible.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Hype is terrible, but just as a regular player that us three plus on one TG, we all said that we're not expecting too much from Mr. Ball this season. So let's see what happens next season.
Yeah, no. Most def. But we're gonna take it there to make it fair. To make it fair, we're gonna take it there. It's how how X said it. We're gonna bring it back to it.
Facts.
But let's get into the best part of the show because I'm gonna save the NFL joint for the next cast because I'm gonna say because I got something special coming up because gentlemen, we're gonna do a special NFL draft cast and this seems crazy, man. I just have to put the phone down for this right now. What is this? It's already what? April, damn, the year goes by fast. We're already a quarter into the year.
We're about to be at the half point, bro.
You feel me? So with that being said, like the NFL draft is upon us. Well, soon to be in a few months. And then the next thing you know, we're going to be talking NFL season again. We're going to be talking fantasy season again. We're going to be talking me as the 2019 champion again.
Okay.
But we'll get to that conversation when it gets there. But let's talk this roll up or hold up, man. The best part of the show. I put together a nice little splice notes right here, gentlemen. It's been a while, but nothing changed with these rules, man. And ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate your patience because this is going to be the Firecast. And something special too. I just want to say, moving forward, either next week or the following week, we're going to be upping the video and production quality of the cast as far as with the live streams and just getting better quality content. When I say not quality content now we're producing quality. It's not like we're just coming up with freestyle. But it's just the simple fact that we want to give y'all more visuals.